What's going on, everyone? Hope it's been a good Monday. I'm over here waiting on Sam Street. He's got this habit where he'll sit in the parking lot in his car for 30 minutes before he actually enters the building. So we can see if he actually walks up before this video is over. Yeah, I wanted to do another Facebook Live. I haven't done one in a while, and this time, specifically talk about the jump we made really at the beginning of last year. Whenever we kind of we're doing 3 or 4 houses a month, and the next month jumped up to 14. And then we were kind of like, oh my gosh, man, we've got something here, and had to go out and raise a bunch of money and build the team, and kind of led to all the growth. But it starts with I know a lot of people might be a little bit annoyed with this, but it does start with focus. I went and looked at some apartments last week with a guy who bought 1,000 apartment units last year. 1,000. And I mean, he took down some big projects, but it was essentially closing one large apartment complex every single month. 1,000 apartment units. And the first thing he said to me on how he did it was just focus. Because the reality is that you can't discover your niche until you're already in the niche. And what I mean by that is, if you're saying, hey, I'm going to be a real estate investor, it's not enough to say, okay, I'm going to be in single family. That's not really a niche. That's a part of real estate, which I guess could be a general niche, but you really got to get more defined than that. So for example, let's take apartments, because that's kind of what we're talking about. A niche would be, I buy apartments that you can see from the highway that are 20 units or less, that are owned by a mom and pop operator who've owned them for at least 10 years. That's a niche. Saying I buy apartments, that's not a niche. That is way too general. And that's just an acquisition in terms of a niche. There's also disposition niches. There's financing niches. And you kind of have to develop your own, but you're not going to know it until you're in it. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people, even including myself for a really long time, try to be generalist. You want to do everything. You don't want to turn down an opportunity or a deal if it's really good. But the reality is that you have to. Whenever Sam, or I guess Spark, jumped from that 3 or 4 deal per month to 14 the next, and then kind of held at 10, we didn't do 10 each month. But did just under 10 for the year and over 100 homes last year. We kind of had to come to, a decision. Hey, I'll call you here in a bit. We kind of had to come to a decision that, even if somebody sent us a free apartment building, we weren't even going to look at it. You have to get that hyper focused within your niche, because then you start making little tweaks that over time compound, and then you've got something that, other people really just can't compete with. So pick one thing, go all in, and you're not going to know it initially. You got to almost just say, I don't know, if apartments are the right thing, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to give it at least 6 months. I'm going to cold call this many people every single day, and we're going to see what happens. If you're quitting after 30 days, you haven't given it anywhere close to the amount of time it's going to take. And the second thing that's really helped me that I like talking about is the power of time blocking. I know I share my schedule a lot, but the reality is I'm trying to, I'm just trying to show what has helped me so much. To-do lists are great, and I do have a running to-do list with a bunch of overdue items. But the most important thing is, when I think of something that really needs to get done, I don't put it on the to-do list. I look at my calendar and actually schedule when I'm going to work on it. It's way different. It actually gets done. And then you realize, hey, I'm looking at my schedule. This is going to take, let's say, 4 hours to complete this task. And I don't have 4 hours free until 2 weeks from now. So that might be an item that you might want to delegate or might want to prioritize. Because if you just put it on the to-do list, it might be months before you actually circle back to that big thing that's actually going to make a difference. Because we all know, the things that actually take priority on the to-do list are the easy things. And that's just natural. Everybody wants to knock off a few easy items, kind of build some momentum before you jump on the really big stuff. But the reality is that if you block the time, it'll get done a lot faster. So, see you, Gina. So appreciate everybody watching. Sam and I are looking to partner. Spark is looking to partner. If you need money for your deals, let us know. We've got money. If you need hard money, we'll do that too. If you need a construction crew, Spark Construction is up and going. Contact Devin for a bid. Um, if you need community, we've got the Spark Mastermind group as well. So appreciate everybody watching and have a great Monday.